The moment I found the second phone, I knew my relationship was over. Part 2. That night, I barely slept. I kept replaying everything. The phone, his reaction, the way he changed the subject. By morning, I had created a list of possibilities. And none of them were good. Over the next few days, I started noticing things I'd never paid attention to before. Ethan started taking longer walks with our dog. His phone seemed to buzz more often. A couple of times, he stepped outside to answer calls. Was this new? Or had I just never noticed? That's the scary thing about suspicion. Once your brain chooses a story, everything starts becoming evidence. A late reply becomes suspicious. A private conversation becomes suspicious. A simple change in routine becomes suspicious. I hated that I was thinking this way, but I couldn't stop. Eventually, I told my best friend Mia. We were sitting at a coffee shop when I finally said it. I found a second phone. She immediately looked up. A second phone. I nodded. In our closet. Her expression changed. Oh, that one word somehow made me feel worse. I know. Did you ask him about it? I looked down. No, why? Because I didn't actually have an answer. Because what if he lies? Mia was quiet for a moment. Or what if there's another explanation? I shook my head. There isn't. But even as I said it, a small part of me wondered if I was wrong. A few days later, curiosity won. Ethan was outside mowing the lawn, and I plugged the phone in. I told myself I just wanted answers. That was all. When it finally turned on, my heart started racing. A passcode screen appeared. Of course. I tried his birthday. Wrong. Mine. Wrong. Our anniversary. Wrong. 5 attempts. Locked. I stared at the screen. And suddenly I felt awful. Because now I couldn't pretend anymore. I wasn't just worried. I was investigating. Things got even stranger after that. Ethan started hiding packages. Not obviously. Just small things. A box moved behind the couch. A delivery quickly taken upstairs. One afternoon, I came home early and caught him doing it. He nearly dropped the package when he saw me. What was that? He froze. What? The box. Oh. He looked away. It's nothing. Nothing. That word started bothering me. Because everyone says nothing when it's definitely something. I felt like I was living with someone who was slowly becoming a stranger. One night, we were lying in bed. Ethan rolled over and wrapped his arm around me. You okay? I stared at the ceiling. I'm fine. You sure? Yeah. He was quiet. Then he kissed my forehead. I love you. And for some reason, that almost made me cry. Because what if he meant it? What if someone could love you and still hurt you? I made the mistake of reading relationship forums late at night. That was probably the worst thing I could have done. Every post made me more paranoid. Someone said a hidden phone always meant cheating. Someone said secretive behavior always meant someone was hiding something. And suddenly, every little thing Ethan did felt like proof. Then came the moment that changed everything. The moment I couldn't ignore anymore. I got home early from work. His car wasn't there, but his location showed he was nearby, at a coffee shop down the street. I told myself not to panic. Maybe he was meeting a friend. Maybe it was work. Maybe there was a completely normal explanation. Then his location disappeared. Just like that. Gone. I stared at my phone. My heart started beating faster. Why would he turn it off? I grabbed my keys. I still remember telling myself, just find out the truth. But deep down, I already thought I knew what I was going to find. When I got to the coffee shop, I saw him immediately. He was sitting near the window. But he wasn't alone. A woman was sitting across from him. She looked around 60. Gray hair. Glasses. They were talking. Laughing. Then I saw it. She reached across the table and held his hand. My entire body went cold. I couldn't hear anything around me. Not the people talking. Not the coffee machines. Nothing. Because in that moment, every fear I had spent days fighting suddenly felt confirmed. The hidden phone. The secret calls. The packages. The disappearing location. It all connected. I walked out before he could see me. I barely remembered driving home. I cried the entire way. 6 years. Our wedding was weeks away. How could this be happening? How could I have been so wrong about someone? When Ethan came home that evening, he walked through the door smiling. Hey, like everything was normal. Like my entire world hadn't just collapsed. I couldn't pretend anymore. Who's the woman? His smile disappeared. What? The coffee shop. Silence. A long silence. Then he looked at me. You followed me? My voice cracked. I saw her holding your hand. His face changed. Not anger. Not guilt. Something else. Fear. He slowly sat down, covered his face, and whispered, I wasn't ready to tell you. There it was. My heart shattered.